My friend Guy Paul asked, I can see the water cycling. Does it cycle perpetually? It seems like at some point you've had an overflow. Where does the overflow go? And will there be anything in the lava beds, or will that always be lava and water? Okay, so to answer your question, there is an overflow over here leading to the edge of the system. And it's designed on the second sump. Now, the water basically falls from the media beds up above through the siphon on that end and trickles down here. Now, there's a siphon starting right there. That's the water, you know, like basically draining. And in a minute or two, it's gonna start picking up and it will drain all of the water into the sump tank. Now, again, so if it overflows, it will just go through there and it will exit the system over here. This sump tank is connected to the other sump tank, both above and below. Technically, the top one should prevent any overflow, but I did the bottom one just in case and also to expedite the transfer. Now, if I needed to isolate the two systems, I could, like if I had any babies or anything like that, with that valve over there. Here is the other sump. The pump is connected in there. Over here on the right, that tube on the right goes up. Now you're gonna notice that I put a valve in there as well. The reason I put a valve over here is because in the event that I get a pump that works really fast, I can open this and put a 90-degree and make it fall again, and it will still go up through here. And it's not going inside, it's just going on the outside, and it's gonna go over here to the main tank. It is brown right now because I added some biofilter media from my other tank that I already have set up, so hopefully that will jump start the cycle. Basically, you know, I dirty the water with water that has bacteria already, and I dirtied, if you look through the tank, and it's gonna go over here in the biofilter, I added the biofilter from the other tanks in here on that orange bucket. I know you can barely see it. But what that biomedia is gonna do, it's gonna go ahead and settle and create a colony of bacteria to change the ammonia to nitrates, and then the ammonia to nitrites, and the nitrites are gonna go through a different bacteria that converts it to nitrates that the plants need. I will be planting plants over here. Right now, the only one is not doing too well. It's actually a beet I kind of like had to pull out from my garden over there. It was overpowering, you know, and so I grabbed the small one. I don't think it's gonna make it. I just have it there for now. But I do have some seeds going inside the house, and eventually, probably in 2 weeks, you know, once the fish are here and stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and add them in here. Ideally, you should put greens, but over here in Texas it's already getting too warm for greens, so I'm gonna try some other tomatoes like peppers, tomatoes, okra, eggplant, and cucumbers. I'll probably put 6 or so per bed, and I will be supplementing with some fertilizers, you know, and I'll talk more about that. Right now, the only thing that I've added is seaweed in the form of a dry powder sold by Maxicorp. And it provides a lot of potassium and some of the trace elements for the system. Eventually I will add iron, Epsom salt, that's my dog, sorry, along with some other, you know, needed fertilizers, you know, to keep the balance, you know, in the system, if you will. Okay, Guy Paul, hopefully that will answer your question. If you have any questions, guys, please let me know.